I'm going to present to you, but the purpose tonight is to give you an overview of the UCF Business Incubation Program, which, as Howie said, is an economic development initiative that has been around in Central Florida since 1999, mainly to spur the growth of entrepreneurial and startup companies with high growth potential. So what we do is we help these companies with high growth potential, and high growth we define as having the potential to create jobs, because again, we're an economic development initiative. So we help them to accelerate their growth by providing them with the tools, the resources, the connectivity, the networking, the expertise that they need to develop their business and move forward. So our mission statement reads, we're a university-driven community partnership, and we're a true community partnership because you'll see everything that we involve lots of partners from community, from government, and from industry. And we're dedicated to providing early-stage companies with the enabling tools, education, training, and infrastructure necessary to create financially stable, high-growth enterprises. So that's our mission statement. It's what we practice, it's what we preach, and it's what we measure our success by. We currently have 6 facilities. We started in December 1999 with one location, the UCF Technology Incubator, over on campus in Research Park. And we quickly added a photonics incubator due to the spurring of photonics and laser optics related technology companies that were spinning off from faculty that were doing research at the Creole and engineering faculties at UCF. And the real growth of the program has come only in the last 3 years. We've added 4 new sites since 2007, pretty much. Now we have the technology incubator on campus. We have the photonics incubator also on campus. The City of Winter Springs, we opened our incubator, which is the site that I manage, in January of last year. And we have the Orlando Business Development Center, which is out on East Colonial, across from Fashion Square Mall. And we also have the Sanford Incubator, which had its grand opening just a couple of weeks ago. So in the heart of downtown Sanford, a very nice, small location for mixed-use incubation. So we are growing. We probably have about 100,000 square feet of total space right now. We've got the 6th one is the one that's in Leesburg also. So we've also expanded out to Lake County. We're expanding out to Osceola County. We have a contract with them for they're actually building an incubator from scratch rather than up until now all of our facilities have been existing buildings that have either been retrofitted or built out for incubator space. Well, in St. Cloud, they're building a 10,000 square foot building for incubation purposes, and they've broken ground, so we're expecting that to be up and running in about a year. And then Volusia County is also in the works and discussions to have an incubator there. So the way that we are able to operate as far as funding is mainly through city and county governments. So each location has their own dedicated funding, and the typical funding arrangement is the county government, the city government, and of course the University of Central Florida provides administrative support. We also get funding from the Florida High Tech Corridor Council, and we get some money from the U.S. Economic Development Administration. So that's the typical, and what they're looking for, what our funders, the reason why they give us money to do this incubation is because incubation has been found to really be successful in terms of increasing the chances of success of startup businesses. So where you all have probably heard a statistic from the Small Business Association or from the U.S. Economic Development Administration, depending on what you're reading, anywhere from 50 to 80% of small businesses that start will fail. With incubation, it's actually the inverse. It's been found that 87% of businesses that have gone through an incubation program, a well-run incubation program, are still in business 5 years after having graduated from that incubation program. So the other nice thing about incubation is that the companies that incubate tend to stay local. So we get this breed of new homegrown companies that create their support systems in the local community, and hence when it comes time for them to grow and look for a permanent space, the majority of them elect to stay in the local community. And there's also a recent study by the Economic Development Administration that for every $1 of public investment that is put into incubation programs, the funder, the government, reaps $45 in return. So again, looking at it as an economic development stimulus, they're getting their payback. And every 50 jobs created by an incubator client company generates another 25 jobs in the community. So there's also some indirect job creation. So what do we do at the UCF Business Incubation Program? Typically, when a client company comes to us, they have a really strong technical background, scientific background. They've got a product or a technology that they've usually secured patenting or some sort of intellectual property protection. But they come with very little business experience and very little knowledge on how to take that technology, that product, that service, and commercialize it and take it to market. So we identify what those weak spots are, and we bring in partners to help to fill in the gaps, whether it's through technical expertise, whether it's through some of the university resources. Some of them merely need visibility. So we have our extensive network of community supporters, of elected officials, of industry executives that we connect them with to help them to get the market visibility that they need to launch.